right, cool. We got a Talk of Detroit exclusive here, live in Detroit. I'm LaRonn Harris, sitting with the Honorable Ma Dukes, mother J. Dilla. You got a lot going on, so let's get right into it.
Yes, Detroit is what's going on right now. It's not just about J. Dilla, but it's about the city itself. Detroit is my hometown, my mom's hometown. You know, born and raised in Detroit, going back like 80 years.
Okay.
So it's just a beautiful place to be. And of course, Detroit owns the soul from music, the arts, all the whole scope, not to mention intelligent individuals.
Right.
Come from here. But Detroit has it all.
Yeah.
And all through my worldly travels, I find that Detroit is exciting to everyone else in the world.
Yeah, I guess I'm wearing the wrong hat.
Yeah. That's all right. It's all good, as long as you're here.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's just marvelous, all that we do here, and we take for granted.
Yeah, we birthed Motown.
Yes, and that still rings around the world.
Yeah.
You know, and the question that I receive mostly is, what happened with the Motown? Well, who's going to do it? And is Motown dead? No, Motown has not died.
Right.
We have let the world encompass the beauty of what we do here, and we haven't owned it ourselves. It has suffered like the rest of the world, you know, economically, and we've had people that have left the city, but we still have Detroiters that are staunch Detroiters, and
like myself.
See the beauty, see the beauty in what we do here. And we have new people that have come back to Detroit. You know, well, they're new on the horizon, but they were born here, and they see the excitement and potential here in Detroit. As you can see on the waterfront and down Woodward Avenue, these homes are not built just to stand, but people are coming back into the city and they want to reclaim what Detroit has. J. Dilla Day, February 10th.
Yeah, speaking of
reclaim. You know, the reason that it's on that day, and I'm really proud about it because it is a spiritual event for me.
Okay.
It's the 6-year date and day of the week that Dilla passed. Okay. His birthday being on February 7th, but he passed 3 days after in 2006. And that was right after the release. The release day for Donuts, which was his last album that he completed, it actually was released. The release party was on the 7th, on his birthday. And on that day, I happened to, I went around on La Brea. It was a club around on La Brea, and we actually went there for the release party. Dilla wasn't feeling like much of anything. He really knew, you know, that the time was near. So I just made that appearance and, you know, got with some of the guys like Paz from Dilla and Stone's Throw, and we did a little thing, you know, there. It was a magnificent party. I left earlier, of course, you know, worried about Dilla. But at any rate, Dilla's work is still going on.
Absolutely.
And his same producers are still doing his work, and they're true to him. Just as Erica never releases a record without a Dilla beat or two on it. You know, Busta's the same, and Talib, all of the guys, they still use Dilla beats.
Yeah, I mean, he has
it's just like
many disciples.
Oh, yes, he does. And I'm just beginning to know how much, you know, because they are protecting me just like I was their mom, you know, in many, many ways. And I wasn't aware until the project started. They wanted to be sure that it was being done, and it was my knowledge and my heart that was being put out there, so they're protected. But they've been great, and the world has been great. You know, it's not always about, well, with Dilla, it was never about finances. It's not always about finances, but the beauty you get from art. And I think this is what Dilla's way of life was. He breathed music. His every heartbeat was music, you know. He just loved what he did, and I'm so very happy that he did what he loved to do.
Absolutely.
In his life. Yes, I'm happy about everything that he did in his life, and some moms maybe don't look at the things that a young man does, you know, as exciting, and because it would be something maybe that they would have done different, but I would never have changed anything, because in his young life he did enjoy some things that he wanted to enjoy, and that's so important. You know, you hope to get into a field of work that you love,
Absolutely.
those of us that are brave enough do it, you know.
Absolutely.
And just like I told my younger son, Illijay, if you want to do music and this is for you, and he was like in college, he had been there a couple of years, and my daughter was like frantic, like, oh no, you're not going to let him get out of college, let him finish his last 2 years. But music has always been very important to him and our entire family. But when you have a dream and you can go for it, that was the time to go for it.
Right.
You know, we only live once, and we're never promised tomorrow.
Exactly.
So you do what you can do today. But on that note, the Fillmore on the 10th is going to be magnificent.
What can people expect?
Oh my God, they can expect to see Busta Rhymes, J Electronica, J-Rock from the Beat Junkies, Chuck English from, I'm telling you, Boldy James, Fat Ray. It's going to be, I can't even begin to tell you all the artists. And then we have local artists that are doing the Rebirth of Detroit project, which will be out in the end of May. Some of those artists will be here for that program. We have people flying in from fans from everywhere and coming in for that program. It's just going to be magnificent.
Now, where can people purchase tickets?
You can purchase the tickets at Ticketmaster or Live Nation, and you can get them at Melodies and Memories or Street Corner Music. You know, to save the few, and hurry up because they are going fast. I understand that they're going quite fast.
And if people wanted to get more information on the Dilla Foundation, where would they go?
Go to jdillafoundation.org, or you can get it at J Dilla Rebirth of Detroit.com, or you can get it from Yancey Media Group.
You got a lot going on.
Lots going on, and lots of things coming up to represent our city. The main focus of raising this up for Dilla and to support the foundation, which supports youth and the arts and public schools and private industry. It doesn't matter where. We say no to no one. It's just about us raising the funds and making it happen for you.
Gotcha.
But definitely, it's to hold his name up. You know, they teach Dilla classes at Berklee College of Music in Boston. So that's one thing. They have Paris dance troupes that are Dilla dance troupes. And so something going on around the world. You know, we have 60-piece chamber orchestra music that does Dilla. You know, they did the Suite for Mondoose and they're traveling. So, you know, it's lots of people in all ages and genres, you know, that his music is touched. So we want to make sure that they recognize that it comes from the D. And that's specifically what the Fillmore thing is. It's to hold him up in high esteem, but to let people know that we appreciate what we have in Detroit. And just like a soldier who came home from the service and they have a parade going on the street, this is our parade for Dilla. We're saying he's a Detroiter. He loved Detroit with all his heart. And he was about music, about love in every facet. And about giving and about life.
Well, whatever we can do here at Talking Detroit to support you and the movement, we're here for you. You know, thank you for your time.
I certainly appreciate it because we're going to do some really big things, and Talking Detroit will really be proud with what we have coming up in this year.
We want to be a part of it.
Wonderful. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Cool.